Patrick Murphy.
That's okay. Yeah. All right. This is the most important training of the year. Where's Nate? Nate, demonstrate how to drink a bottle of water for us.
Boy.
Pay attention.
No, this is it right here.
This is it.
First, you get the cap.
Yep.
Then,
Whoa.
just
This gets
gently,
tricky. Pay attention.
without spilling any, you slowly twist until you hit it.
That was sick.
Bottle of water.
That was sick.
That's a 10. Then,
So you take a little sip.
sit.
Now you're
Then
done.
right, wait.
Just leave it. Look at this. 15 freaking bottles of water that have one sip out of them, guys. You are not allowed to grab a bottle of water if you don't finish the whole freaking thing. And it drives you crazy. That's from one day, right there. All right,
Coming up your back end.
Cooper, do the training we just taught you. Okay, let's see if you're teachable.
So it's like being late, do we like make them chug strangers' waters?
I feel like that's
Oh,
good.
yes.
Yes. I'm gonna pee I like that rule.
Like grab a mystery bottle and chug a
That's
mystery
true.
bottle?
You want to say your piece?
Yes.
Oh, here, one thing. I got something to say about Pat. So, Pat is probably the most valuable person that we have in the office.
We love that.
If you're gonna ask Pat for something, you need to be respectful to him. Same thing with the people on the Smart Home Pay in the office. We have a relationship to keep with Smart Home Pay. They make us a lot of money. So if you're getting frustrated with them on the phone, that's not okay. You have to treat them with respect. If a situation escalates, hey, I totally understand that just didn't work. Would you be able to speak to the manager? Is that okay? Do not get snappy with Pat, with the office, with any of the workers. They're paid minimum wage. They don't know what we know, okay? You can call me, you can call Dan if you're frustrated, but you're not allowed to have tone with any of the technicians, with Pat, with the Smart Home Pay people, with the office. Keep your ego in check. We're part of a team here, so everything that you do can affect each other, okay? So, the same thing with customers as well, but I just wanted to get that out there. All right, so we did the water. All right, now we're gonna do Pat.
How do I make this up there?
Do you want this?
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
HDMI?
Yeah.
you need Smart Home Pay.
The one that's in your Xbox, so use this.
Yeah, let me grab the, I should look at the notes.
Okay. Who has the remote? Who stole it today? This person.
Bezos package.
Alright. So we've had it happen a lot recently, so that's why I'm going over this. I plugged into the Xbox One.
99 cents.
So this is what the schedule looks like. Right? So this is, where's that? So this is Indiana's, right? This is from Friday, not that long ago. Right? This is yours. That's OKC. There's all kinds of offices, right? So, so this is a service, right? The office is going to give them an hour time window. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes a day. Who knows how long it takes, right? And then this is the block of time they get for a job. Very different. The problem that happens currently is some of the technicians get bigger time windows, right? So if you look, I don't know, Brandon was fixing his car this day, so he wasn't there. But like, this Brogan guy, he doesn't work for us, he works for Safe Streets. They have, I mean, look how long that is. That's 4 hours for a job. You wanna know how long Corey would take to do this job right here? Probably an hour. Maybe an hour and a half, depending on how many cameras they have. Right, look at Corey's time, right below it. The problem with that is, this doesn't take into account the equipment that are on their job. This is just a set time that they're expected to try and meet. I don't know if you guys know this, Google cameras are a little finicky. They take a lot of work just to put one camera up. So if you have a job that has 2 cameras, that's doubling the time to do the camera. They can't do them both at the same time anymore like they used to be able to do. So a lot of times what happens is You'll call it, you'll say next available or as soon as possible, right? In pronto, which is what we want. That's a good thing. Right? Name, phone number. As soon as you do that, the office is going to start looking for a place to put it. I'm going to as well. I'm not going to most likely schedule them because this is what the office is paid to do. They're going to put it on a technician, right? If you look right now, so Josh, he should be finished with his job at 9:30. I know in fact he was finished with his job at about 10:30. So the office is going to put a job on him at 10. He's not going to be finished till 10:30. What I'm going to do is know that, hey, Jared was actually finished a little bit earlier than his scheduled time. He was finished at 9, so I'm going to move that job over there. The problem is, at the end of the evening, a lot of jobs get stacked up, right? We want to put jobs in, same day them all, right? Everyone wants the same day.
Yeah.
I sure as heck do.
Right? So we'll have jobs that are stacked out to midnight. Is when their expected start time is. The office will lie to you, or the office will say they can't do it, and then I'll put it there. And then I will move things around as techs finish up. Corey can do, in an hour, Corey can do a job, right? Depends on what's on it. Some jobs are faster, some jobs are longer. They're having to run camera wire for every camera that they do, which I don't know if any of you have ever dealt with running a wire somewhere. It's not always easy because you're doing it through a wall, not just stapling it along the side of the wall. We don't want that. So sometimes they take longer than they think. And so that's why we really push for the time windows thing. Because if we don't, then we're going to set an expectation with our customers that the technician is not going to be able to meet. Right? And I'm going to do my best to catch when a technician is running slow. Right? Brandon, I like him a lot. He's a little slower. Right? He's not been doing it as long. Josh, Corey, Spencer, they've been doing it a long time. But we also can't favor them. Because none of these other technicians are going to get as good as them if they don't do as many jobs.
Right.
Right? Just like your first door. Has anyone ever listened to their first pitch?
I mean,
Ron, how good was your first pitch?
There.
Did you sell them?
No.
Did you sell your second pitch? How many pitches do you think you did before you sold someone?
Ooh, that's like 2 on it.
You want to know how long it took me to sell my first deal? 16 days.
16
Wow.
days.
16 days. And then you want to know what I did? I called Dan. I was like, Dan, they really want it, and I don't know what to do. Literally. And then what Dan did? Dan rushed over and fixed it for me. But
Can you teach us how to sell, Max?
Pat's doing his training. Pat.
But so that's the thing, right? Techs have to get experience doing these harder jobs. So we can, like, there are jobs I won't let Jared or Dan or Hiram. Hiram's name is also Daniel on the schedule, so if they ever tell you Daniel, they're saying Hiram.
Maxwell.
Same guy.
Maxwell.
Same guy.
Same person, right? I won't let them, like Mike, I don't even know what was on your job last night.
Garage door module, door lock, 2 outdoor cameras, doorbell camera.
And you translated something, right?
Yeah,
The
the door
door-
didn't work, so I had to give them.
Then you actually get it. Yeah, but they tried to translate it. I'm not going to put that on anyone that's inexperienced. So I'm going to move someone else's job to put that job on someone that can do it.
Thanks for that, Pat. That's
You're welcome.
Spencer still didn't leave till
Can
12:30.
you see the equipment list?
Yes, I can see the equipment list. They cannot because of a glitch that's going on. So that is what 80% of my time is spent doing right now. So if we click on a job, right, so we go to today. We see Allie,
How did you solve it?
Oh, Mr. Ali.
right? So we go over to
That's
related.
a gas station.
This is supposed to display every single piece of equipment that's on the account. Right here. As you can tell, it does not. So I have to fix that, which takes about 6 or 7 minutes per job.
Dang.
So maybe 10. But so that's just kind of like, that's why I'm not answering the phone as much anymore. Because I'm going to say the majority of my time is spent fixing these accounts until IT figures out what's actually happening.
And then you're doing our office and Oklahoma City office?
I'm doing a lot of offices.
Offices, multiple offices.
Yes.
So he is busy.
Yes, what is your question, Kyle?
Is this the same thing the office uses, Shield?
This is the exact same thing they're looking at.
Here's the thing, guys. Pat and all of the office workers, they're looking at this all day. When a job goes on the schedule, the technicians are here to make money. They're trying to go as fast as you can. Don't call Pat. He's like, well, tell him to hurry up. It's not going to help anything, bro. Like, it's going to do 0. All it's going to do is create tension. No, they're getting there as fast as they can. You keep an eye on it. Like, hey, you know, is this job going in? Are they having time? Whatever. But that's why you don't give times for your install. Hey Caleb, cool part about the program is we get you installed because we're all out here today. We got 3 techs. We got Robbie, Colin, and Cleek. Whichever one's done first, they're gonna be the one that takes care of you, okay? Here's my phone number.
Guys,
That's it. Do not tell them that they're gonna be there at 5 p.m. Because 5 p.m. rolls around. Where is he? Where is he? Where's Michael doing? Is this guy a scammer? I just gave him the credit card information. No, whichever one's done first is gonna be the one that's taking the job. Michael, what's happening is sometimes you set Miss Betty. She's never used it before, so the technician's gonna take extra time just to teach her. Sometimes it's really like someone techie that knows how this stuff works. So just whichever one gets done first, sometimes they're a little longer to help the folks out. Because then I'm painting the picture of the technician is there to take care of them. That gives them peace of mind in their head. Then when the technician's not there for a while, oh, he's probably just helping somebody out that's never used the system.
Yeah.
Teaching them how to use their emergency button. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Here's the thing where the rubber hits the road. Like, we need to take, as reps, extreme ownership for our jobs. It's not the technician's fault if he's caught up with whatever. Help your customers get the app. Say, hey, the tech needs the Wi-Fi. That's gonna help the jobs go up quicker and help everybody. But at the end of the day, like if you're like freaking out because the tech's half an hour late, you just need to make stickier customers. And you need to get better at selling people, period. So if you're like, oh, my customer's gonna cancel because half an hour, you need to be a better salesman. Like, that's the end of the day. If you're that worried that the customer's gonna cancel, like, just get better. Hey, leave my number, save my number in your phone, and
What's the catch of the program?
be flexible.
They have to be flexible, right? So sometimes that means, like, a lot of my job didn't get finished till 12:30 last night. They gotta be flexible,
Just
right?
don't blow up the text. Like, just be sticky. Get a sticky customer.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you get a
Sell
free
them.
install. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let you know, I'm invested in you doing as many jobs as you can, right? I want you to be successful, because if you can be successful, the rest of the office is gonna be successful, right? We're gonna get more technicians if we need them, we'll handle that.
And maybe your jobs, like if the office gives you a time and it's whatever, 5 p.m., I know in my head, I'm gonna go back down that street at 5 p.m. and I'm gonna see if he's there. I'm gonna give him another 15 minutes. If he's not there by 5:15, I'm gonna text in and see
Pronto.
see where my pronto, see what's
I
going
wouldn't
on.
pronto, text me or text Tech.
Yeah, text,
So
text
the
attack and Pat in a group
They're
message.
not getting the equipment list, like they can't see it.
The majority of the time now.
So should we text it to them or?
Yes, I would recommend texting it to them for now. I try and fix them pretty quickly, but there's times where I'm handling something else, right? So if a DAV pops up, on your end, you might not be able to see a DAV. Who's had that happen?
Yeah.
Like 8 of you.
Oh,
It
yeah,
happened
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
Right? Another thing, so this is a good example of it, guys. Schedule outs going in at 4 and 5 p.m. are ruining us because we have whatever this is, 9 techs.
Here, I'll show you
One,
tomorrow.
two, there's only
For
4
yesterday.
techs that can install for us. When we go out, yeah, we're
So, this was Brandon's schedule yesterday. He had a service that had to happen at 4:30 and a service that had to happen at 6.
Look at all this time. That's wasted time.
Because I can't give him a job at 3 o'clock if he has a service at 4:30, especially considering the fact that this was in Raytown. So you guys are 20 minutes away, so that means the earliest he can do a job is 1, the latest, so that he'd be on time.
Michael has a job that wants to go in, but all the techs are scheduled service. Maybe 5 jobs went in on 5 o'clock. Now he can't get a tech till 8, right? So that's what happens when you schedule out your jobs. If you have to schedule out, I tell them between services and schedule outs, like, hey, I need a service. Okay, so the technicians, did they do their service between 10 and 3? Oh, well, I'm not home till 5. I'm not gonna put it on 5. Okay, what days do you have off? Oh, I have Wednesday off.
Services,
Wednesday at
that's
10 a.m. I'm not gonna do it at Tuesday. I'm gonna put it between this time frame.
Right, a lot of times you want to make the service as soon as possible. They're already a customer, they've already, most likely they're past their 3-day right of precision, right? Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're antsy customers. Nate has one currently in St. Joe who's crazy in my mind.
But when I tell them to call me, our customers do services between 10 and 3 p.m. What day are you off then? And then it's going in between 10 and 3 a.m. just depending on the day. Hey, when are you available? Oh, I get home at 6. Oh, perfect. We'll put it at 6.
Guys.
And you just screwed the whole office from getting same days at that time.
And sometimes, like, the customer, like, you can just say, hey, send me a screenshot, and then put that in the chat with, like, they might just need to punch in their code 3 times to clear their error.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes just like, they're like, oh yeah, my panel's not working.
Who's had a customer that they didn't like their glass break because it was too sensitive?
They can do that on the phone.
They can just, in his phone, you can go and say, hey, I'm gonna make that less sensitive.
Yeah.
What is your question, Colton?
I was just gonna say, like if they can't same day it, the same day, like today if I get a deal, if they can't same day it, just be like, okay, what
That's
day
the
are you
catch.
off? You know, 10 to
So one,
3.
No, that's the
first thing, that's the catch.
For sure.
Right, because are you there talking to him right now in person?
Like right now?
Well, when they say they can't same day, are you talking to them in person?
Oh yeah, of course.
So they're at their house,
Yeah.
That's the catch.
right there.
That's
So,
Next on the way.
right? Even if the text gonna be like,
Right.
like you can try and schedule it, let's say this is at 5 o'clock, I'm like, hey, the earliest tech is 7:30.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 hours. That gives them 2.5 hours. If they need to go take care of something, they can do that, come back at 7:30, right? That's fine. And I will do my best to make sure the tech's not there at 5, right? Or I'll talk to you if something's gonna change. But yeah, so that's the best thing, right? We want them to be flexible with us so that we can install every job. The techs will work until 2 in the morning. They might whine about it a little bit, they will do it. Not because I make them, because they want money just as much as you. They'll whine though about making money.
And now don't lose a customer. But like obviously, if you got someone super pissed off and like they're gonna cancel yada yada, if we have to put a service here, like sometimes we'll have
I'm
to do
going
that.
out of town.
There might be a couple that we have to
on
do that.
Wednesday.
That's
At the same
fine.
time.
But if you do that every day, you're gonna screw the schedule. Same thing with schedule outs. Hey, perfect schedule out. We have availability 10 to 3 a.m. What day? Works best for you. Because if I'm already scheduling it out, it doesn't matter if it's 2 days or 3 days. Like you already aren't same daying it. You know what I mean? So just get them in on the morning.
That's what I'm saying, just try to get them in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Best to your ability. Sometimes it's really hard. You just like, so it's Thursday, like, oh yeah, I don't get off till 5. Okay, we can do it Saturday morning at 9 or 10 or 11 or whatever. Just like, yep, no problems.
All right. Hey, when are the technicians coming out?
As soon as they finish the neighbor.
Okay. Boom. That's how you say love every single time. Perfect.
What is your question, Cooper?
If the techs are occasionally getting their services wasted on minor issues, maybe we could do a training on how to fix super minor common issues like I get just in the glass break detector.
That's not a terrible thing. You can't do anything with the glass break detector. They have to go into an app and change
okay.
things. But
Or even
honestly,
just
you
telling-
want the
just telling the
technician to be in
customer.
charge of fixing it. I will say what you could do, right? Like I don't know what this service is at 4 o'clock. That's not even us. That's the guy named Alex. He's in Wichita. Right? The service he has at 4 o'clock, don't worry about it. That's not us. But I don't know what that service is. But if you text the tech and tell them what the service is, they might say, "Oh yeah, I can take care of that anytime." Right? Like it could be I don't even need it on the schedule. I'll stop by.
Right.
Right? Your technicians do that all the time.
Yeah.
They don't tell you, they don't tell me. They just do it.
Right? Sometimes they'll forget a drill piece, they'll forget a piece of equipment.
Right?
they'll
Just
give
one
to
little
me,
thing needs changed.
and
And they'll go by,
just
and they're on their way.
leave it in their mailbox.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, very important. You cannot get in the van before you do this right now. Everyone go to group meet and open that form that I just gave you.
That's probably the most important thing you can do.
You're not allowed to work unless you do this right now. Does everyone have it? Does anyone not have group meet? You don't have group meet?
Until it doesn't,
Until it doesn't.
I can add my sign.
Hey, send in that just send in that link from the manager. This one right here.
Evo Automation, our company.
Yep. So, what's the
Wait, don't
question?
start answering questions.
Evo Automation is the company.
Wait, don't answer questions.
Yeah, and then these are the correct answers to the questions.
And that's the key right there, the correct answers.
Okay.
Oh, there's a key.
Yes, how many of you cheated at school?
Me.
Oh, Beijing.